and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. Oh yeah, what's about this? I think I mentioned it before. Homecoming War Dance. Alright, let's do it. What else am I gonna do? But first we're gonna spend some resin and claim one of these. Trailblazer Continuance. Saga Primeval Blade. Wait. Primavera Blade. Alright. Now I think you get her. Eidolon rewards. Eidolon rewards? You get Eidolons for her. March 7th, the Hunt's Eidolon. Okay. You get 3 Eidolons. Nice. Aptitude Showcase. We'll do that soon. Companion mission. We gotta do everything first. Alright. Let's spend our shit. Wait a minute. Maybe we want to get March's stuff, since we get her for free, I believe. Ornament extraction. Right. No, it's not golden. It is crimson. She's hunt, so she uses this, I assume. I hope.
Don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
You won't get away. Dreams do come true.
Maybe I could get some more fucking energy recharge for the Trailblazer. It just takes so long to get it up.
Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze!
Let the show begin.
Hello, Julian.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Let's improvise. You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live!
You won't get away. Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I'm gonna do the Trailblazer mission after I
You won't get away.
do this.
Set the seas ablaze!
My friends?
It's kind of long.
Indulge yourselves!
How long is it supposed to
Humanity
be?
never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no
I
exception.
only got like 3 hours.
Let's improvise. Let the show begin.
Fight to live!
You won't get away. Dreams do come true.
If I had to guesstimate, I'll say it's probably around 10 hours.
Set the seas ablaze!
So I might need like 3 or 4 streams for it.
Fight to live!
You won't get away.
Set the seas ablaze!
Let's improvise. Let the show begin.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Fight to live!
I think that'll do. 6 hours. Yeah, should be plenty. Alright, go to Extra Express parlor car. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly. Hello, Black Swan. Drifting memory fragments.
You're here, little one.
Little one?
I saw some memory fragments drifting outside the window, and I intend to salvage them.
Outside? I guess you don't need to breathe, but the express windows are sealed tight. I can't see any. Where are they?
These memory fragments are as fine as dust and can't form memory bubbles. They're hard to see with the naked eye. Even most memo keepers can't sense them. There are too many discarded things in the sea of stars. Our predecessors' trodden paths and forgotten pasts should have left behind vivid marks across the universe.
Okay, so you also played 3 hours.
I once felt regret for those that were lost without a trace. But fortunately, we were later able to sense, discover, and preserve them.
Well, should go to bed anyway.
I wonder what stories have been left behind in the
It's
memory
1
fragments
a.m.
that
for
we
you?
found
Good day.
today.
I love listening to stories. Memory fragments synthesize. Yep.
Settle down. Allow me to manifest the memories from these fragments, and I'll share them with you.
Better be some good memories. Anyway. New assignments. Whoops. Ah, shit. I just pressed the wrong buttons. Investigate. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What's that, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Alright, you do you, Julian.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going?
Haven't really went anywhere.
Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
If the carriage runs on trailblazing fuel, so we got to trailblaze, does this count as trailblazing? If we have to go back to the Shinzo Alliance? Are we gonna run out of fuel? Trailblazing is all about having fun. Well, exploring it, I think. Still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
You don't like Yunli?
Wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific
We shall
exploration?
see.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Definitely.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Hey, lay off Saturday. Saturday's the
The
best.
Xianzhou Luofu has recently
And everyone
overcome
loves
the
Friday.
crisis by holding the war dance there, demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
Your boy.
Aside from Starskiff performances,
Who do you mean
it's
by your
mostly
boy?
martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've
Probably
seen
at
before.
Don Hung.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lafu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships.
All right.
Whether we like it or not, Marge. Since we've
It's
been
on the Don
invited,
Hung as
it's
young
only
Jing.
right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, Marge, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
Finally,
What do you two think?
we can actually go with March and Don Hung. Sounds great. Let's split into groups. I want to play with Leviathan fossils too. Not really, but sure.
Himeko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right? Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Lafu. I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've got to lead the way.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan,
He was there last time
it's
as
time
well.
to warp to the Xianzhou Lafu.
So I guess this does count as trailblazing. Alright. Do I talk to Pom Pom? Is it part of the optional? Discuss travel plans with March 7th and Don Hung.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
She wanted to go with Himiko and Welt.
That's why geniuses are interested
Study
in that
fossils?
field.
Really?
Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Sounds boring AF. The conversation between the two adults brimmed with complex jargon from assumative... Alright. Have a safe trip, you two. Come back soon.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
And I guess Pom Pom doesn't count.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
Yeah, it's not exiled
Just
anymore.
let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right.
He's the adult of the
The
group.
Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
I'd like to look at fossils. Or just look at Welt. Oh, by the way, Welt
Coming
is
back to
actually
this
really
place
old.
brings back so many memories. You know?
Or, you know, any Shinto citizen. So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th. What memories? Can I spill the details? Poem by March 7th. Was that a poem?
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
We didn't sneak in. That was the only.
Quite
that's like,
unusual, I must say.
we thought that was the actual entrance. Definitely unusual. We're so easily pleased. I feel sorry for us. Oh, come on, don't jinx us. Yeah, don't jinx.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
That hopium is always the most jinxiest. Yanqing, did the Arson Ship Commission have new products to Cascade? I saw the Skyfaring Commission's notice that the Express has docked on the Shenzhou. Are you guys on the Luofu already? Just got to Starship Haven. Quick with the news, eh? I say no. I see you quick with the news. The General sent me to welcome you all at the Starship Haven. See you in a bit.
Is the Starskip Haven always this crowded?
Yeah, so Yanqing's your boy,
There's
huh?
so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Man, the
Yanqing
crowd.
said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
They really upped
Let's
the
wait for him in front
crowd
of the loom.
density.
It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
The other generals would be there. I already knew that. Yeah, I kind of knew that as well. Daddy has already reserved tickets. You know, now it's a bit weird. Now I expect like all children to be like Peppershy. Can't wait. Skyfaring Commission has been working around the clock. Don't they always? Still my hat. Still makes its effects. I'm getting more and more tourists coming to the Luofu. Yeah. They're boosting the economy. Ah, we actually have a Peppershy.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right?
No.
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
I'm pretty sure there's
We know
more
a
places
little bit
that
about
Peppershy
it.
can exist in Penacony.
What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
Yeah, we should have probably took the same
That's
ferry.
great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You've come to the right people. Why don't you ask the locals? Yeah, you come to the right people. I am the master.
Exactly. We're Xianzhou experts.
Shut up, Marge. You said you'll get lost.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet.
Ah, so that's the other ship. Cool. So it's even larger than a regular star skiff? Well, it looks like it. So it's even bigger than the Radiant Feldspar? Yeah, they're Penacony, so they'll get this.
The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now,
Feldspar's
all we can
bigger.
do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
I thought you said you were the expert. Why not visit Aurum Alley, Victual Gardens, Scale Scourge Waterscape? Why not climb to the top of the Ambrosial Arbor? Yeah, even that place is even though it's restricted. Climb up to the top.
Hey, that's a terrible idea. You'll get them arrested.
Well, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, right? Perfect dream bubble experience.
You're joking, right?
No.
How about giving us some more practical suggestions?
Wait a sec. Maybe it's not such a terrible idea after all. No risk, no reward. Come on, let's go climb that tree.
Exactly.
Slow down a
What's
bit.
in a
Wait for
lifetime?
me.
Hey,
Put our names in the credits, please.
I hope they don't get into trouble. This is nerve-wracking.
Oh wait, they didn't even know
Look,
our names.
Yanqing's here.
Wow, really? Let's go catch up with him.
God damn it, missed opportunity. Could have been earning big bucks, licensing fees and all that shiz.
I'm gonna throw up. Should have
It's too
chosen
fast.
first class.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
What, who? Where? Cleo, yeah, I've already done that. Where is he? Ah. He just blends in so well. And
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
who are you again?
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
No.
We've only been away for a few months.
Long time no see, Yanqing. Yeah, he's definitely taller. Cautiously pinch Yanqing's cheek. The hell is this? It's a bit sus. I'll do it.
Huh? What are you doing?
Did I fail?
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
Especially.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
So you'll let me pinch?
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Shenzhou Juming? Yaoqing? I've heard of them, but I can't remember them.
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knights' armaments.
Ah, so it's a blacksmithing
The
ship.
Xianzhou Juming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
Huayan.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express
Did
has
the
been
event
doing.
before the story?
It's funny how he tries to act all
You
mature,
can do that?
but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard. Yeah, he's adorable. Yes.
I agree.
What's that?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Don't worry, it's probably boot hill or something. It's like whatever you feel will happen, happens. You're just as jinxed as March. Yeah.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You jinxed it, March. You know it.
We'll go with you.
No, cutscene.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Oh. Moon Rage, don't care.
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This ends now.
Ah, these are Borison. Intermolesting.
Dreams do come true.
Shall I begin breaking? Yeah, let's break. Just
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
That's all you got?
I see through you, together as one. Human creations.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Time for an overhaul.
No matter.
Step up, let's see ya.
Still the same old.
mending attack. Enters Moon Rage state. Probably means they have last or something.
Stay in step.
No?
Dreams do
Just
come
make you
true.
bleed.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Didn't even have the right party.
I like that confidence.
Let's improvise. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Step up!
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Did I get a venturine? No, I did not.
Not good.
Of course, barefoot.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Apparently not. Alright, let's change the party. Into an even worse party. Well, maybe I'll be able to change this much. You okay? Why are they bars in here? Why are they all chained up?
Wait, my sword! Let's just get down to business first.
I thought Borisons would be more like human-like. They're just werewolves.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll
I
have to
thought they
put our
looked
plans
like,
on hold
kind of
for
like
now.
Foxians.
I need to find out what's going on.
I thought, yeah. And the lore did say that they kind of resemble Foxians, didn't they? Hey, IPC.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack.
The IPC brought them here.
Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
Patented technology.
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Lafu must go through inspection.
Yeah, I thought that was normal.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Too bad. You
Looks
want
like
refuge?
this argument could go
Get
on
checked.
forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
I won't lead to a resolution. Just let him check.
Oh, how dare you detain our ship? Who do you think you are?
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven?
They're prisoners.
According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground.
Push one's pretty good.
Who allowed a prisoner transport
If you get enough
ship
DPS,
to
you don't
dock
need
at the passenger terminal?
Sustain.
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Don't tell me it
Who
was
are
Zhu
you?
Ming that had the prisoners.
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly,
Zhu
it
Ming's
gives me a
fault.
headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Man, the weak
Please
guards
don't tease
really
me,
are
Miss
weak.
March. The situation on the
There's
Xianzhou
only
before
4
the war
Borisons.
dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble.
And
Capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
it took 24 of these guards to even, not even subdue these 4. One of them was about to get away, even with Yanqing.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with.
I know, they're kobolds, right? Kobolds. Did you call them the Borisin? How they look like kobolds? They're not mole people.
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
I actually would rather if there was a Borisin that was friendly and playable. You know? That'd be pretty interesting. Always like playing as the enemy.
Their presence has faded over
Gives
the
you
years.
a different perspective.
But who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, don't you guys have control of this? I was about to say airspace, but you know, space? Aren't there patrols around here? How the Borisin pirates get here?
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges.
Or maybe they're working together and they're planning something.
Well, enough with the
Conspiracy
chit-chat.
theory.
The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borisin?
Nah, they got it
Thank you,
covered.
but It's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
Didn't you have like about, I don't know, 8 of
I
them?
doubt she did it on purpose.
So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too? You go file the report and I go fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show. Popcorn. I do love me some popcorn.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. Alright, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
She's actually already at the Aurum Palace. With Jing Yuan. Oh?
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Oh. Lujun. Well, that's a bit suspicious, don't you think? Yeah.
Those guys are terrifying.
They're talking about us.
Deliver the prisoners to the Shackling prison.
An ancient game to make your brain.
We'll see to it that these criminals are sent to the Shackling prison as soon as possible. Cleanup operation is already underway, Lieutenant Yenching. So there's no need to worry about anything.
I have a feeling this goes with the abundance.
Thanks. By the way, you're an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad, right? I don't remember meeting you before.
Well, I'm just a junior officer. I recently returned to the Lawfu from the front lines and was temporarily assigned here for security duty before the ceremony.
Those guys are terrifying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're remnants of the abundance sneaking the person in here to...
failure predetermined. You can't change it no matter how hard.
God damn it, I lost my train of thought. Oh well, whatever.
It's been a long journey,
All right.
Elder Hwayan.
See you, Julian.
Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
There's Hua-Yan. An old little dude. Is he a Peppishi? I think he has a fluff ball on his head.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Alright. Have fun sleeping, I guess. Julian, how's everything going, General? I dreamed about you on Penacony. Oh. Did you miss us? Well, I'm not wrong, we did dream about him. But this, just saying this out of nowhere, I think will be pretty funny.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Hwayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
Can he fight?
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Hwayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but
You're dreaming
also
about the
the
new Fox
Furnace
movie.
Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call.
Can you even retire? As a St.
Well,
citizen?
in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hwayan.
my honor to meet you, General YN.
Copycat. I can't change it up. Glad to meet you, General. What can't it be funny? Where's the funny?
Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jing Yuan? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hong, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
Well, he does imbibe.
You're more than welcome, General Huaiyan.
And this young friend is?
That's March.
Yanqing, my apprentice.
Oh.
He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yu Li.
Limited 5-star.
It's you!
Indeed.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
She speaks.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions, then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the
Capture?
Starskip Haven.
Pretty sure she killed.
Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
A dagger?
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Her pendant has a little black spot in it. Kind of reminds me of Jing Liu's pendant, except Jing Liu's pendant has a moon in it.
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Kind of sounds like Navi, actually.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Indeed.
Hold on a sec, Yun Li. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lawfu sword masters.
Oh.
What did you just say?
If you
Sibling
just
rivalry.
stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
Well, yeah.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one
Is anyone
duel
gonna
right
interject?
now.
Anyone?
Yanqing.
No.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
That's why she's Pyro.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
Grandpa.
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard
Too
about the
much.
Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Hua Yan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
Does he not seem phased about the
That's
Borson
so
attack?
kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
I felt
Please
like
forgive me for coming at an
he's not
inconvenient
taking that very
time.
seriously.
You needn't apologize, General Hua Yan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Never heard of her.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Law Fu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Zhuming, the Luofu is so much livelier.
Isn't that a lot bigger as well?
But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Yeah. Glad to meet you, Miss Yun Li.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
Oh, yeah, she's nice to us, at least. Just a tourist attending the ceremony. Can outsiders participate in the war dance as well?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself. Sounds tempting, doesn't it?
Yeah. What's the Flame Wheel Octet the General spoke of?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Zhuming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna do both.
Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Zhuming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
Aren't you coming with us?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yan Qing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
Little Yang Qing. You shouldn't have said you stole his sword. But you did take his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
Totally different. What?
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master.
Scared?
I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind.
Oh,
I'll
I
give
see.
that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
She's just a bit of a tsum-tsum. You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp. At the thought of the impending troubles Yanqing will face, While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own. Her whereabouts unknown. Well, she probably headed off to the Arson Ship Commission or something like that to, well, actually, she won't be there because Yanqing's there. But she went off to maintain the sword, I guess. Hello.
I'm sorry for Yang Qing's rudeness.
Yeah, that's right.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry.
Training dummy.
You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yan Qing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the war dance because I want to broaden her horizons.
That guy is so tiny. Oh. Hello. Hey, guys.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan. But that General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy, as if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Not all generals have to lead in the front lines.
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge.
Indeed.
You heard what Jing
He's
Yuan
more
said,
like a strategist.
right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen.
Actually, they already have a strategist, don't they? There appears to be more than meets the eye. Why does he look so old? Perhaps he's a robot. Yes.
Like Madame Herta. That would make sense. Anyway, it's really weird for a Xianzhou native to look so old.
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
That's embarrassing.
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
Hey, Yanqing, let's go.
This is the report Qingzhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
I can help you with that. Is this some kind of test from the General?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes.
Makes sense.
It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go. After watching Yanqing and the others leave.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind.
Don't know why he's here.
Do you remember when you accepted this position?
Or she's
I told
here,
you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you.
Well, they did say there was a huge curse.
The
That's why we're
Marshal
finding
knows
the
everything
abundance, right?
that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you.
Ah, she. So I guess that's Fox money.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Oh, this guy.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
And moves.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiao Cho and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Yeah, what's with the disrespect?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Indeed.
Please do not
With
misunderstand
increasing
me,
disrespect.
General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
In the meantime, outside the Palace of Astral.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yunli to return my sword.
Ask? She said fight. I'll go get it back for you. I don't think you'll ever get your sword back. Yeah, you'll never get it back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Most likely, yes.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
So where is she?
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
Still happened on his turf.
Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
Can't even trust your own kin. The fuck? We can vouch for Jingyuan though. No wonder we record back for the ceremony. Yeah, no wonder.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Told you, my son, you jinxed it.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony.
A bit too innocent there.
By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
No, really?
An alchemist from the Zhu Ming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Got a lot to learn.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
That's not a way to comfort March. What the fuck?
Did I say something wrong? Again?
You're a real master of conversation. Please, March. Please, March. Just keep quiet. Real master of conversation.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
No.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
I want to get a scale coach though.
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Nope. Brag all you want, but don't drag me into this. You're a real master of conversation. Stop, I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit. And you're a real master of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, are you being sarcastic?
Well, since you're willing to help,
definitely.
I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Report submitted by way, whatever. Oh, dang it. To the relevant persons in charge of the Skyfaring Commission's Reception Hall and Trade Hall, I'm writing on behalf of the International Peace Corporation protesting proper confiscation measures taken by the lawful Skyfaring Commission against the cargo our company was transporting. I would like to take this opportunity to highlight the seriousness of the incident and clarify our positions. I will regard this with great importance and take immediate corrective measure. In the beginning of this month, New Londinium transport ship belonging to our company's logistics and transportation department is scheduled to sail for the battlefield on the border of the Klimt Republic. That place having a civil war. However, as the ship was sailing around the Luofu route, it was attacked by a Burson B ship. Fortunately, with the help of the ship of Juming envoys, it managed to escape according to the relevant risk avoidance clauses stipulated in the Trade Security Cooperation Framework, Mutual Emergency Assistance and Trade Promotion Agreement signed between our company and the Shinto Alliance. The attacked ship had no choice but to anchor in the Luofu skyport. However, although our vessel had anchored temporarily due to extenuating circumstances, the Skyfaring Commission insisted that we provide detailed information about our cargo in accordance to regulation on goods for foreign trade and carried out inspections. Our personnel made multiple attempts to negotiation and repeatedly reiterated that this batch of goods involved the IPC's intellectual property and commercial secrets. I did not result in any change in attitude from your end. Not only were the goods the same, but we were also ordered to open the shipment for inspection. It is appallingly obvious that the Skyfaring Commission has disregarded our perfectly logical and justifiable explanation, abused its power while handling this incident, which completely violates the consensus of business principles between both parties. I cannot help but ask, does the Skyfaring Commission frequently abuse the power, forcibly seize the goods? I have a feeling they have a lot to hide. Obviously they have trade secrets, but you know. This is rather suspicious, the IPC. Possibly seize the goods of foreign companies for companies that adhere to business principles. This abuse of power will only lead to disappointment of FU's overall management standards and concerning the rule of law. In light of the above situation, I would like to put forward our demands about the IPC, immediately return all goods belonging to New Londinium and propose a departure date, assess and compensate all commercial losses incurred during the period of detention, issue a public apology to compensate for the reputational damage caused by this incident, and restore our company's reputation. We sincerely hope that through direct communication and negotiation between both parties, this dispute can be resolved amicably and satisfactorily manner as soon as possible, as to avoid unnecessary legal disputes and negative impact on trade relations. With that, you will attach great importance to this matter. Thank you sincerely, Lyndon Scott, Special Commissioner, International Peace Corporation. I don't know if there's
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in and infiltrate the Palace of Astrum.
if there has been precedent with this type of a dealio before. We should keep our eyes peeled. Look out for people with ulterior motives, especially after all that trouble aboard the Law Fu. I thought I might find a suspicious figure hanging about here. Guess not. Maybe at the start here. Disappointed. Oh well.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people?
You
I think I
Xianzhou
get it
people?
now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Just sign an NDA, it'll be fine. Or have a third party inspect it. I trust a third party, you know? Oh wait, this guy again, the one that barked, right. I was wondering why that name sounded familiar.
That toxic voice sounds familiar.
Indeed.
Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
Alright, be right back. Alright.
But straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already, once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Now, we could be the third party that inspects that cargo. We can sign an NDA. What's all this arguing about? Scott, what are you doing here? Did I just hear a dog barking?
You jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here? Staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
You're gonna be barking again?
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I heard you were in trouble. I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC. I heard you're in trouble.
They're in trouble? No, it's me! I'm the one in trouble!
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protests in Nishikwe. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I
Just
thought I'd
forced to
just
stop
dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Well, if it's patented.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Clint Republic's
Even if
having
there are
a civil
dangerous
war.
items, what do
I
they have to
believe.
do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again.
It's not a Nova
How can we
bomb, is
just
it?
leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations,
really
we need to
sus.
unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
Indeed.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I do. Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Scott. Leave it to me. I'm an expert negotiator. Yep.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
You're not having your cargo back. Ever. It's mine. Mine. Yeah, it's this, right? It's pretty big. Oh. Hello. Negotiation. Morale. Alright. Negotiation starts.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Follow rules.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Let's make proposals from the legal perspective. Start by making him feel uncomfortable. Use Yan Jing's identity to intimidate him. Remind him of his embarrassing past. Yes.
Hey everyone! Meet my old friend Scott. He's very talented, especially at imitating animals.
Stop it! Let's focus on the business at hand. What's the point in dragging up the past?
Oh, you're amazing! Can you teach me? Which animals can you imitate?
Just forget it. Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
The Skyfaring Commission can pay compensation. Pay with compensation? You wish. Showing that you will proceed with caution. Skip the reasoning part and resort to good old violence.
I've got a brilliant idea. I'll just smash everything with my bat, and then you can hire someone to assess the damage. That way, your cargo won't need any inspection, right?
Calm down. The General wants us to handle this peacefully.
So, this is the great idea you came up with? Fine. Why don't you just step over my lifeless body? Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Intelligentsia Guild. It's time to escalate the issue. Trying to resolve this according to Shinzo regulations. Try to resolve this according to IPC regulations. Negotiation strategy. Emotional trigger. The results of this round for negotiations. Skip this round of negotiations. Feign retreat. Turn to the previous round of negotiations. Alright.
Huh? Could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear you. Could you say it again?
He didn't say it again. Skyfaring Commission can pay compensation, yeah.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
IPC regulations? Intelligentsia Guild? Pretty sure they are present.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those pertaining to the transportation safety, shall be the sole liability of the consignor.
Yeah, so it's yours.
Well, only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them, for example. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? The complexity of legal studies are indeed challenging. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
So you're prime. Emotional trigger, yes.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense?
Yep, big him.
Oh, please help me. I mean it. I bragged to my friends that I could convince you. If you don't do me this favor, I'll be so embarrassed. Come on, don't be so cold-hearted. I'm truly sorry for what I did in Allroom Alley. Please, just forgive me and give me an opportunity to fix things.
Huh? Attempting to play the humility card to gain my sympathy? I'm an IPC specialist. Do you honestly think I have even a shred of sympathy left in me? Just get lost already.
Do we really have to stoop this low?
Negotiation failed.
All right, that's enough. I'm not going to repeat myself 100 times. I thought you were reasonable and civilized, but now it seems you Cienjo folks just don't understand the basics of business. We've signed a confidentiality and security agreement with the Intelligentsia Guild, and if we breach it, we'll have to pay a hefty sum. Even if we sold the souls of every employee in the marketing development department on this planet, it still wouldn't be enough to cover the costs. Listen,
There's no planet, it's just a ship.
I don't mind delaying this transport for a few more days. Once the engines are repaired, our ship will leave immediately, and you won't have any reason to inspect the cargo.
If that's the case, I can assure you the Cloud Knights won't let your ship leave.
Oh, really? Then you'll receive a ton of complaints from the Intelligentsia Guild and the IPC's Marketing Development Department. You're
Yeah, it's
too
this dude
young.
again.
I don't think you understand the chaos your rash decision will cause.
Since you put it that way, Mr. Scott, I'll take it as your agreement to the inspection procedure. Now...
Looks like it's escalating.
Ah, not so fast, you little brat. According to the IPC regulations, I have the right to arm myself and protect the property on my transport ship.
Oh, we actually fought it.
I thought you were reasonable and civilized. But now, it seems the IPC just wants to play by its own rules. My apologies, Mr. Scott.
Stop him, guys! For the Amber Lord! For the Amber Lord!
I thought I would actually have like,
The mood is set. Let the show
multiple
begin.
chances to actually convince him.
No interest in conflict.
But oh well. Okay, this is actually a very terrible party for this. Anyway.
Take your positions.
Try that again. Go away.
Naughty child. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot.
Hit done, huh?
Here. You can't run.
And I'll get first.
I'll try hard. Watch this awesome move.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Quick!
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nap time.
Tough luck running into me.
Stay in. Let's improvise.
Get up, all of you! Why is the IPC even paying you? You're a bunch of losers!
Just be grateful that that little brat showed you mercy.
Oh, it's
At
Unili
least
again.
your staff aren't seriously injured. How do you IPC cronies have the audacity to fight Cloud Knights? You practically assaulted law enforcement officers.
Another one? Who the heck are you?
I may be a bit late, but the good news is I'm here now.
No, it's
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Law Fu.
why is she so red?
Could she be? Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Zhuming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
She has other ways.
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
No, they just stood up now.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a
Is she up to something?
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Didn't you just say it could take the cargo?
According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires.
When they die.
Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
47 years.
Only 47 years?
Well, they are long-lived species.
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
He thinks he's one of the Stone Knights? Well, he's IPC.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Sorry for the trouble. Thanks, bro. At least you've wised up for once. Yeah, thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else. Is this the IPC product?
That looks like a Boris.
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. It looks much stronger than. the machines that the Arson Ship Commission has. Terra Magu.
How unexpected. That was a surprise.
Move carefully.
Don't worry, I got this guy here.
Let's
Did you say
improvise.
abnormal?
Time for a shot.
Wait a minute. I forgot about this. A combat machine developed by the Intelligentsia Guild, utilizing Borisan biological tissues? Indeed. These machines possess the tenacious vitality of long-life species and the slaughter algorithm evolved over countless ages. It's an Evangelion. If I can put in an
Seems I've been
Evangelion
waiting
here.
a while.
Tough luck running into me. Phew!
The truth of life and death.
This sanctuary is but a vision.
Damage sustained.
You can't run. Try that again.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
That'll take more than nap time.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Naughty child.
Fighting is meaningless.
Dreams
It's
do
really
come
slowing down.
true.
No interest in conflict.
Too easy. Closing
Were you
on
seriously planning to
open
leave
casket.
this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
Indeed.
I had no idea about it.
No idea.
You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
It's Borisan.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Emperor Lord.
Who's your supplier? Who
Enough.
shipped this?
Miss
Wait,
Shikwe, please
ordered the
escort our
shipment?
IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I need to be interrogated.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
I like how Yan Qing and Ling Shan was there, but they didn't even help.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
Yeah, I read about it.
I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
It's both. Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry
Ah,
slang.
yeah, wetware.
To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
I already know.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Trying, I think they succeeded.
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisan attacked the ship.
It's definitely why.
No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this.
Guilty.
According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for
Can we
you,
actually go
Mr.
there?
Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy.
Yeah.
I thought the
Very
general's retainers
impressive.
were all
Almost
burly
didn't see.
martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so...
Burly Masters. Oh, she likes the burlies. Young, cute, miniature. Cute. Yeah, let's go cute.
Can't argue with that. As
as for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lafu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
No mung bean soda?
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
No. Guess we have to go. Stir. Nope.
Nothing to see here. These machines are to be shut down. Keep your distance until then.
Yeah, they're way better than these ones. I can't remember what these ones are called. These ones are a piece of shit. Oh, Sushang, what are you doing here?
Hey! Oh, you're back! Why didn't you say anything in the group chat? I'm on duty. Let's catch up later.
Pull a funny face at her. Yep.
Hey, I'm warning you. I'm carrying out my secret duty. It'll be annoying if you keep cracking jokes like that. Stop hanging around here and find something better to do. Once I'm done in a few days, call up Lil Gwei and Wawa, and let's grab a meal at Aurum Alley. It's been ages since we hung out. Goodbye. Please do not hinder me carrying out my sacred duty. We can discuss whatever you want after my shift.
Are you just standing around?
Is the Alchemy Commission?
Is Bailu here? She should be here.
Can you just give me some peace and quiet?
You say you're a realm-keeping commissioner?
I've been waiting years for my turn.
Traveling healer is just my dad's disguise.
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here,
Why are your hands red?
listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't
Hands
it?
and feet.
Everything changes but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Nah, that's the
really?
centerpiece.
I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Indeed. You reap what you sow. In more than one sense, I guess. Why such a serious topic all of a sudden? Why can't you... Right, we can't just make wild speculations about these things, Miss Lingsha. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea? Yeah, where is the tea?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible.
Just replace the whole thing.
I'm looking to remedy this problem.
Remedy,
but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Why are you talking like this?
Even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Linksha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Linksha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
Yes.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights.
Sounds like sarcasm.
While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu.
Did I know about this? I can't remember.
Guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Oh, so she was being sarcastic at the very beginning.
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Doesn't seem like he has much of a foresight. Who? More burning
Alas.
words.
Why is your face turning pale, Yanqing?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Linksha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
No, so this is where you only went. She's been hanging out around here.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
She's really just walking everywhere barefoot.
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world.
Indeed.
You stole my sword. Give it back.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
They're like two kids fighting.
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
No, it's
You
both.
really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
Yeah, poor sword.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Finally. Maybe I should call the general. To be young at that whim of impulse. So, is this the war dance? It might as well be.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher, Dan Heng? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Seems like Yun Li.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Fight, 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 fight.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
Oh my god, really?
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Just
I've received
go over there.
reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
Oh my god.
Seems like
This?
my predecessors left quite a mess.
We got a
So-
race.
If you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
Can't they do both?
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go. I swear to God, it's gonna make me
Ever
fight.
since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
I'll have to be right back. Alright, I'm back. Holy shit, that took a bit. Anyway, hey Lingjia. Yeah, let's do this.
Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess.
Indeed they did.
Let me say it again.
I thought she knew the assignment.
The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Can I lose?
Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
What a shitty... When you need takes action, she uses attacks to defeat the enemy first. Wait, is she actually on this team? I'll lose on purpose.
Fighting is meaningless.
No skills. I have no healer. Oh no.
Dreams do come true.
Told you I could fight.
We're gonna need to keep shielding. Shield him, maybe. Yeah, he's gonna get back.
How many
Maybe she
can you
should
block?
shoot herself.
Wields her sword with ease. Shouldn't underestimate her.
Oh, good dang. Nice.
Take your positions.
You can't run. Tough luck running into me.
If it's gonna attack him, I want to share in the pain. Attack me instead. Crunch.
Rhythm get messed up.
Yun Li, I need your help right now. Oh, that's fine, keep hitting him. Doesn't matter. Oh man. He sucks. Yeah, wipe him out. Oh yes.
My turn.
Seems a bit ridiculous, but whatever.
Stay in step.
You're annoying. Told you I could fight.
Nice. Is there gonna be an end to this, or is this like unlimited?
Still the same old.
Fighting is meaningless.
Take your positions.
How many can you block?
Better not be unlimited.
Try that again.
March
A
MVP
one-time
here.
enemy. Through clouds.
Oh, she's just so damn good. Is this gonna end? I'm actually kind of concerned.
Stay in step.
You can't run. Time for swordplay.
No interest in conflict.
I mean, she's gonna get smacked, but it's not gonna be that hard, so... Yeah, it's just little tickles.
You can't run. You're annoying.
Too late to repent.
Tickle his belly.
Through clouds.
Yanqing didn't even get one. And this is...
Tough luck running into me.
This is like an infinite battle until, like, you know...
Here. You can't run.
actually beat her? Is that it? What is the victory condition? Defeat all enemies, challenge goal. But they are being defeated. Wave 1 of 1.
You're annoying! You can't run!
Still the same old.
A one-time enemy!
Alright, this is actually changing. I can't quite tell.
Dreams do come true.
A one-time enemy! Here! You can't run! How many can you block?
Rhythm get messed up.
No, fun.
See? I won. Your technique was all over the place, and you relied too much on speed. Is this really all the Cloud Knights of the Lawfu can muster? So disappointing.
Nice.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Oh. Well, then I'll give you a chance. Defeat me, or hand over all your swords.
If you're trying to pick a fight, just ask, because I'm ready for you.
Flying, that's cheating.
Well fought, my young friends.
Nimble Foxian lady.
However,
I wonder who she
both
is.
of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Never works, it works.
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Really? Didn't look like that.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you.
Would Ling Sha know her?
I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
His lover?
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great general.
Never heard of you.
Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And
Her
let's
face
not
looks
forget,
exactly like
you'd
that
have been
Sushan
waiting
style I
decades
look
for a
at it.
chance to see the Dragon Lady if
Exactly
it
the
weren't for me.
same.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air. Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lawfu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Lawfu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
It looks like he shouldn't be
I'd
that...
prefer to be excused from future meetings
That voice
with
does not seem to
generals.
belong to him.
I'm just a military
His voice
healer.
is way too deep.
And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Now I can tell. Why you
Just
dress like an
stop
assassin?
whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power.
I don't think she has a tail.
Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lawfu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Why not turn to abundance? They can heal anything.
Well, life and death, Jiao Cho. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou's spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Man, that's corny as shit. She don't got no tail.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
You.
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Old war friend. Meanwhile, Yanqing and Cascade return to the Exalting Sanctum.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome.
But how were you, March?
I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Yeah, being power crept already.
Mine too.
Well, that's no surprise.
Yeah, but to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace, it almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Almost, huh?
You think so too, right?
Yep, those moves were fabulous. That general was totally something else. Oh yeah, Xianzhou swordplay is really good. Like really, really good. Uh-huh. Sure.
Can't you put a little more enthusiasm into it?
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Yeah, you got your ass whooped.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dan Heng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something important?
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Zhuming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Do it, man, you'll get some. A crossing of blades and hearts. You know what? I think that'll do for now. Head to see a Divine Foresight, see a General. I'm not no further. That'll be it for today. Maybe I'll go read some books or something. Damn it. Hey, I can do Aptitude Showcase. Oh. How the fuck you use links? I have no idea.
We're in trouble now.
Commencing research.
are made to be broken.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Fight as one!
Man, she's gonna die.
This is our chance.
Rules are made to be broken.
Last chance. Fuck him up. Yunli and Ho.
Speed, not haste.
It couldn't be.
Nah, no. I don't think anyone uses her anymore.
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Quick! This is our chance.
The wind is rising.
From the blue!
Rules are made to be broken.
As easy as that.
Gale Force! Just a scratch. Let's go.
Fighting is meaningless.
You. The smell of sin. I shall be the judge. By the will of the Ten Lords. The Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
The truth of life and death.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Quick! This is our chance.
I've no interest in you.
Recount.
Yeah!
This is serious. I shall be the judge.
Fighting is meaningless.
Still.
Pray.
What?
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Just a scratch.
Judgment is here.
Forward!
Enemy data's net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rules are made to be broken.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Let's make it quick.
Just a scratch. Let's go.
For your sins, the redemption.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, I think she's gonna die. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Enemy targets detect. Enemy data sig. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
Hold your breath. Execute the judgment. Get them. I've lost my way.
Destruction. Blast counter.
Intercepting sword technique. Metal.
Manavia and now Yunli, both Claymore users.
Descend to Earth. We're in trouble now.
Is that like a follow-up ability?
What are you made of? Slap!
Enemy attacks next turn. Ultimate now. A powerful counter can be launched upon being attacked. Alright.
Melt! See through clouds!
I see. So that's how you want to do it.
Naughty child.
Alright.
Welcome, customers. Yeah! Fight as one! Right on time. Yes. Yes, you!
Blast.
Strike!
I want to see what the level 2 is. If she can even use it.
Let's be friends. Yeah! Nap time.
Nice.
Right on time.
Uh-oh.
Send to Earth!
Uh-oh. You done fucked up. Missando.
Within the self, not the sword. Slap! Welcome, customers. I'm okay. Yes, you!
It's like she gets 2 parries, I see. Alright. I understand. Was she a physical DPS? She seemed to do a lot of physical. Indeed she is. I thought she was more pyro. Considering, you know, all the fucking flames and shit. I guess physical. Anyway, let's see, what do we do? We're going to go to the parlor car to read some books. Yep, so now is the perfect time to tune out. Nice. I don't think I'm gonna go for Yunli. I don't need physical. She's kind of like a even better version of Clara, I guess. Databank. You know, I'll go to the databank itself here. I'll see what they want here. Terms and factions. Alright, terms. Shinzo Yaoqing. The Shinzo Yaoqing is one of the 6 flagships of the Shinto Alliance. It sails in the endless ocean of stars like a colossal sword, wiping out the abominations ravaging the various star zones. Out of the 6 flagships, the Shinzo Yaoqing is known for its military prowess, and has long been standing at the forefront of the most intense combat missions. Under the ferocious assault on the elite verdant knights of the Yaoqing, armed forces mainly comprised by Foxians, The army of abominations made up of Borison and the like has finally been routed, with their numbers now in the decline. Despite earning a high reputation and respect within the Alliance due to their frequent reports of military victories, the Shenzhou Yaoqing is also the center of a heated debate. The Yaoqing has been closely cooperating with the International Peace Corporation for a long time in exchange for technology and supplies required for combat. They have annihilated countless abominations in many worlds, rendering many of them spoils of war in the credit system. This has led to many raising suspicions on whether Shenzhou Yaoqing is indeed the vanguard of the hunt, or whether it has become a worship of the preservation gone unnoticed. So wherever it goes and defeats all the Borison, all the spoils of war it leaves behind, it sells it to preservation, to the International Peace Corporation. I see. Shenzhou Juming. The Shenzhou Juming is one of the 6 flagships of the Shenzhou Alliance. It sails in the endless ocean and sounds like a tempered hammer, creating many marvels of weaponry for the Cloud Knights to use in battle. The Shenzhou Juming has been known for its exquisite craftsmanship and alchemy techniques since it first set sail during the primeval Imperium era. In the course of its voyage over the past 8,000 years, modifications have been constantly carried out on the Shenzhou Juming, such that it no longer resembles how it originally looked. Regardless, the fire of motivation, innovation and knowledge, burning in the hearts of the craftsmen on board, has never been extinguished. After the Flaming Catastrophe War, the Flint Emperor, predecessor of all Heliobi, was imprisoned within the Juming. While in captivity, it fell into a deep slumber. Craftsmen of the Juming then constructed a ring-shaped flame wheel forge around this creature of celestial levels of pure energy, drawing upon this source of infinite energy for their use. By now, the Shenzhou Juming has become the holy land of artisanship renowned throughout the stars. Its production engineering technology, rivaling that of Planet Skrulum and Pierpoint, has attracted countless people seeking to learn, and who have all returned home with abundance of knowledge. Abundance, huh? How they do that, when the Flint Emperor was released by Lan. How does that work? The forge will no longer have a power source though. Oh, whatever. Factions. Creed Exequi. Finality. Farewell, everyone. However, this is not the final goodbye. For all things shall reunite at some point in the imponderable end of the universe. Creed Exequi and Elegy. The Creed Exequi is made up of followers of Terminus scattered across the various corners of the universe. With regard to the finality, many refuse to speak of their existence, blinding themselves to the fact that they symbolize the end of the universe. However, the wiser among them believe that the aeon that moves against the flow of time represents the ticking down to the end of the universe, and is a remainder of the meaning of existence. Before the destined end comes, those who breathe ignorant of impending ruin ought to live every second of their life to the fullest. To that end, the Creed Exequi walks a path reverse of those who flee from the apocalypse. Unlike the latter, they worship the apocalypse and the ruin it brings, and yearn to witness its arrival. There they shall welcome their only encounter of the finality with open arms. You know, in a sense, Cocolia is Creed Exequi. Because she seemed to want the whole world to be destroyed and to be reborn anew. So technically she is a follower of finality, not of destruction. So I guess we just killed one Creed Exequi. Well, she kind of killed herself, but you know. But she wanted to do that with the Stellaron. So, by perception, you could view Creed Exequi as the bad guys. In that sense. If you view Cocolia as a bad guy, then Creed Exequi is the bad people. anyway. Anything new? No. Man, I'm gonna miss so much shit. Oh, God. Alright, in-flight precautions. There seems to be a rule-based horror story designed to prank people. This manual lists the code of conduct for all Radiant Feldspar employees. All crew on board the Radiant Feldspar must strictly abide to the code of conduct to ensure the safety of all tourists. Violators will be severely punished. Always remember that you are an employee of the Radiant Feldspar. Know your direct superior and remember that the captain has the final say in any situation that crops up. Keep a cool head at all times and never get into a fight with others. Memorize all functional zones and corridors that connect them. Stay only in the area that you work in. In the event that you notice an area you've never seen on the airship before, example, ancient looking study, prison cell, and elevators, do not enter the area and contact the Psyche Purification Office immediately. Make sure to isolate yourself for 24 system hours. Warn passengers on board the airship against staring into the depths of the memory zone for long periods of time. If passengers are found teetering, screaming, or suffering from flickering at the edge of their beings while near the airship railings, avoid all eye contact with these passengers and call the Psyche Purification Office immediately. Never discuss or spread rumors about ghost ships. Make a note of all who try to talk to you about the ghost ship, and check if they possess a tongue. If they do not have a tongue, craftily lead them to the stern of the Radiant Feldspar and hand them over to professionals to take over from there. Leave immediately and never look back, no matter what you hear behind you. Visit the Psyche Purification Office for regular checkups, especially after hull maintenance. Complying with these regulations will provide guests with more pleasant experience and also keep you safe. This menu is only for internal circulation. If you find this lying anywhere, please deliver it to the captain's office. Written by blank. All rights preserved. Any unauthorized copying, reproduction, and duplication is strictly prohibited. Sounds like it's written by a history fictionologist, but whatever. Memory Zone Fairy Tales. The Ghost Ship. Wait a minute. Collection of fairy tales chronicling the ghost ship eternally sailing through the memory zone. Fragments of lost souls come together from all reaches of the expansive memory zone, gathering on the immortal ghost ship. A fisherman puppet sits atop the mast of the ghost ship, holding onto a lantern that glows a faint blue, attracting to light in the same way organisms orient themselves to the sun. The soul fragments move up onto the deck. The fisherman reels in a young female scientist who is diving in the waters of the memory zone. But that is exactly what she wants. She has been planning to sneak onto the ghost ship all along. No one else is on board the ship, and only her footsteps echo down the empty corridor. To her surprise, everything looked brand new. Everything looked brand new? Oh, whatever. She finds shiny tableware, piping hot soup, and a self-playing piano in the midst of a song. When she walks into the captain's quarters, a holographic chart and still functional precision instruments appear in her vision. However, her eyes then fall upon the time display on the log, 30 amber eras ago. Suddenly, the lights dim. Someone seems to be approaching. She leans against the door and tightens her grip around her weapon. She has a weapon? She hears heavy breathing and picks up on the smell of blood that grows more intense by the minute. Someone pounces on her, and she pulls the trigger on reflex. Trigger? Save me. She freezes in fear upon seeing the person she shot. I killed myself. As if compelled by an innate order, she bolts out of the place. 12 system hours later, the fisherman reels in a young female scientist who is diving in the waters of the memory zone. But that is exactly what she wants. She has been planning to sneak onto the ghost ship all along. Oh, I see. Every 12 hours, a new one will come. And they get stuck there and they want to leave, but they can't. It's like a temporal distortion. Time loop, if you will. Unless you're just trying to say it's a samsara. I mean, it's in a dream, I guess. Invalid pawn ticket. It documents one of Jade's unfinished deals. He'll be back. I know he will. I, Francis Seven, swear by this salamander insignia, which has been handed down for generations, that of the kingdom of which I rule. 1/3 of it shall be given to the lady before me for her to administer from here on out. To this end, through her, the land shall be unified once again after 700 years, and the fated enmity between the two kingdoms shall come to an end. I shall attain this goal no matter the cost, for the reputation of my family name and her glory are of paramount importance. Why 1/3? Just give it all to her. Some minor corrections are required, for the RPC will never interfere to this degree. No one would ever support autocratic rule by means of violence. Remove the exaggerated descriptions of this king. Everything that we're doing right now is for the sole purpose of collaborating with more civilized people, in pursuit of eliminating some nefarious enmity. I, Francis Seven, swear by the salamander insignia which has been handed down for generations that I am willing to give it the edict that grants me unimpeded passage and hand it over to the lady before me. To this, through her hand, the natural disasters shall cease, even if only for a few, if only a few of my subjects remain. Those who live will be able to reach a brighter place. I, Francis Seven, swear by the salamander insignia handed down for generations, plead that you retrieve that batch of goods. So you're not out of concern for my own business, but rather for the sake of my family. Need this harvest of mine. They are waiting for my return. Yeah, I cannot appear before them with empty hands. For this I'm willing to pay the price, no matter how steep. Is this like multiple agreements? Now I know what price is. Francis is prepared to pawn the salamander insignia as collateral. From the moment the finished insignia was removed from the furnace, the family's advice had been, never let this leave your side, for the sun shall yet rise again. There might be more to their words than I can tell, or maybe not, but it doesn't matter anymore. Please save the only kin I have left. You'll be back, I know you will. That's right, even if the folks over the RPC find me more and more contemptible by the day. But if it's you, maybe you'll agree with me. It didn't matter which deal it was. If you'd been there, if you'd tried to stop at all, this poor wretch might even have savagely turned on you instead. Yes, he would even threaten to take your life, or his own. People tend to evaluate the worth of the unattainable in a way that defies reason, even if doing so does more harm than good. My ending will indeed never come. But he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't understand, that's all. Things don't always go your way in life. That's the most valuable mercy the Creator can within their means. It seems like a beggar had been chased out. Was he looking at me just now? What? Beggar? Oh, well, whatever. Observational notes on memory zone life forms. Radiant Feldspar. Time, location, record keeper, Keynes, editorial candidate, Department of Memory Zone, Biological Sciences, University of Veritas Prime. Veritas, huh? What's that? Not Genius Society. Ingenious Society? No. Intelligentsia Guild, that's right. Observational records. I no longer remember how long it's been since I arrived at Penacony. At any rate, the last few days were spent observing the many never before seen or documented creatures here. I discovered a jellyfish species that can only be seen through a special filter, presenting what seemed like a bed of flowers blooming in the ocean. Hoping to see more of these magnificent creatures, I stood up with my equipment and dived into far deeper memory zones. But it was dark, pitch black everywhere. The darkness that loomed over my consciousness suffocated and tormented me. A gigantic ship skidded past me, resplendent lights illuminated its interiors, seemingly hosting a dance party attended by strange creatures. Looks like those legends are true after all. That's Radiant Feldspar. Soon after it appeared before me, in the form of a thin and transparent membrane, crawling across the water's surface. My mind became waterlogged as if ready to drip moisture and grow mold any time. My soul is gliding through the air. The daydream before my eyes is twisting and shattering. I dive between water and air, witnessing blank. I'm glowing with light, blank, blank. All words after are legible. Nice. Dreamscape Literary Bestsellers. A curated list of the best-selling books in Penacony, intended to serve as a buyer's guide for readers. Edited by the Iris Press Department and co-edited by Dreamchaser Bulletin, Oasis News, and other media channels. This list serves to put together information on the latest and most popular bestsellers, providing the public with concise book recommendations and helpful reviews. Also, this will be my last book thingy I read. Then I'll end the stream. Legend of the Watchmaker by Prando. A long epitaph composed by Mr. Prando for his lifelong friend, the Watchmaker. Centered around the Watchmaker, this somber title explores the theme of errors, while following the legendary life story of an insignificant nobody, who slowly but surely became a business tycoon renowned throughout the cosmos. Alfalfa? OT Mole? OT Alfalfa. The story spans several historical periods, from the War of Independence and the Pioneering Era to the Planet of Festivities of today. Be it members of the family who had experienced those times of troubles, or dream chasers drawn to the dazzling charm of Penacony, every reader is sure to find a reflection of themselves in this novel. Ready your tissues for a good cry. Iris Book Review, a true master of ghost stories. The author has done a great job of striking a perfect balance between serious literature and urban legends. While the story is mostly fiction, the attitude is one worth encouraging. If only the author had never once promoted his writing as documentary literature. Dream Chaser Bulletin's special guest commentator. I know many story fictionologists, but this is the first time I've read the work of one as marvelous as Mr. Prando. Ah. Yeah, it's a history fictionologist. So it's marketed as a documentary? Oh, that's not good. The Marketing Saga by Kohler. Based on the events in Gilded Hour, this story features a bullied clerk, a diligent newcomer who's knocked out cold every night, a security guard hiding his capacities, a penny-pinching factory manager, an outsourced worker, and intern pairs that get replaced every chapter. In a diverse world pouring with alfalfa credits, some struggle for survival, while others give up and waste away their lives. After witnessing yet another colleague jump off the roof, Tad from marketing finally decides to quit. What he didn't count on was the corporation's 24 clauses making his life a living hell. Join Tad on his humorous resignation journey to circumvent the exorbitant penalties and imparity clauses. Okay, that sounds very brilliant. I really want to watch. I really want to read this book. Gilded Reviews. Penacony has been rife with gossip, insults, and slander against the Alfalfa family and Peppershi of late. The Alfalfa family has approached the Bloodhounds to launch an investigation, so we urge everyone to exercise caution in your speech and actions. Kaka Rider. Need an encyclopedia on Peppershi stereotypes? This is it. Pray tell, how did this book end up on the humorous fiction shelf? Well, life is a comedy, apparently. A Twist of Ties by Adrel. Penacony is the utopia planet to an uncountable many in the vast cosmos, each eager to embark on their journey to this dream world. And Oliver just happens to be one of the pack. The poor boy has had his fair share of hardships, from being a punching bag to his stepfather's abuse, and nearly losing his vision from being worked into the ground during his childhood, to struggling for survival against famine and plague while holding up in a slum when he got older. With the help of his friends, Oliver overcomes all hurdles thrown his way and gets into peddling memory bubbles, a means that helped him sneak in onto a smuggling ship headed for the Planet of Festivities. Wait for the ultimate plot twist that no one expected. Oliver turns out to be the illegitimate son of the Penaconian businessman. Several twists and turns later, Oliver reunites with his aunt and registers to become an official resident of Penacony. He goes on to live happily ever after with his newfound identity. Dream Chaser Bulletin, an excellent fantasy story, though it may be noteworthy that the staggering number of copies sold hints at the worrying psychological needs of dream chasers today. Treacher, producer. For real now, who are the people lapping up books like this? Meme Behind You by Dennis. Dennis has stepped out of his comfort zone yet again, venturing into a whole new literature genre to present us with a commercial marvel none can hope to surpass. Follow the protagonists and their entourage as they go up against the underground meme cluster and their newfound intellect in a battle of wits and brawn. Through his compelling use of words, these memes expert their terrifying pressure and impact upon the readers. So much so that the family temporarily lost sleep over the possible generation of new memes. Hey, behind you has skyrocketed into the most popular one-liner scare prank among teenagers this year. Oasis News. Filming has begun for the Dream Bubble movie based on this novel series, at least date to be confirmed. Meme behind you. I mean, the title could use some work, but you know, it might be interesting. Sounds like a horror story. Twist of Ties by Adrel. That sounds alright. Marketing Saga. I'm pretty sure that's like there's a hidden meaning there, and it's not actually humor. Legend of the Watchmaker. Yeah, so that's fiction, and it's not actually a documentary. So I'm not sure about that one. Although it's the family that's saying it's a fiction, right? So, you know, if you can believe them. So many books. Oh well. We have plenty of time, I guess. Well, in the next stream. This stream is done. A new one. March to Mastery, A Star is Born, Sojourner's Ghastly Reverie. I've already done that. You can just unlock now and skip everything, I see. What's this? Swordplay training. 90 sword trainings? They better be damn quick. I'll do all the prerequisites. Maybe I'll finish all the story first before I do the event. Yeah, I think that's how I'll do it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Yeah, Peach.